spending a lot of time observing what we find right outside of our door. We've been taking pictures, we've been wondering things, we've been asking questions, we've been thinking about good places for birds, we've been noticing changes. Last week, we went across the bridge. Something happened.
We found Mousetown.
You did?
Yeah!
Now,
Go ahead, answer your questions.
let me ask, did you find the town or the entrance?
Entrance.
Maybe you can point out who could describe where the entrance is, Mrs. Spencer.
Natalie.
Well, I have to say,
As loud
this
as you
big
can, Natalie.
tree, and, well, Eliza was the one who found these leaves piled up, and then she kind of just took them off carefully, and she saw kind of a hole, and then she put them back on. I thought I saw a little light behind it, a little dim light, and there was another one a little farther down on the other side.
On what?
It looked like a little dim light. It was on a tree.
Gabe.
There were
Tell Jay.
There were 4 holes in the tree.
Underneath? In the ground?
Where?
No,
Or
where
in
you
the
come
tree?
in. Where the mouse come in.
Where the mice could enter?
On the ground?
At the base of the tree?
And me and Violet found it last, and we took pictures of it.
We did.
Yeah.
Raise your hand
Wonderful.
Raise your hand
And
if
we
you,
wanted to show it to you.
raise your hand if you took pictures. Did anyone else make some discoveries? It was very exciting, Jay.
I think I saw like a mouse tail.
A mouse tail in there? In the hole? Could have been. Could have been.
Yeah.
But are these tame or domestic mice?
They're real.
They're real for sure, but are they pets?
No, they're domestic.
No,
Wild
domestic
mice.
would be pets. They're wild, aren't they? They live out there. They're not pets. And if you think about it, they're just one of a whole bunch of animals that live underground. And when you start thinking about it, you'll come up with a whole mess of animals. Not in the same place, of course. A snake would live under the ground, perhaps, not too close to a mouse. Why? That's right. The mouse would become the snake's lunch. So they are careful where they put themselves so they're safe. And that's important.
I found another tree, and it's near the teepee. So like we're a little bit farther away. So this is the teepee, and then like this is the tree. And then right on the side, it was like a pole, and then I saw a bunch of rocks, and the leaves were piled up.
And what made you think that there was another entrance?
Because there has to be rocks in the Mousetown entrance, because if there's not, the snakes will just go sliding down it, but if there is, it will be hard for them to go around all the rocks.
I was in the sandbox, and then I saw like this hole, and I looked in, but I couldn't see anything. And like it curved, and I thought I saw a little light.
Interesting.
Oh, when you were on the playground, you thought you saw it too?
In the sandbox.
Maybe it was the same when I saw it.
It was in the bridge.
Jay,
Yeah.
could you give us a little history of Mousetown as you know it?
Oh, I don't know too much about Mousetown, except for what Herman showed us
Yeah.
in the pictures. You know that.
Yeah.
And you know, Mousetown is 2 levels. We know that, and there's all kinds of wonderful things in there. They've been very creative in Mousetown. They have a library, a dentist,
A lunchroom? A lunch place? A party room?
a party room, right?
A restaurant?
cafe,
A barber shop?
a barber
A
shop,
greenhouse? Mighty Mouse
the greenhouse,
Game Room? The Mighty Mouse movie?
Game room.
Oh, and that cantina.
Cantina.
See,
The general store, the cantina, the spa.
The
The green room, which is in the canteen. Oh yeah, there's all.
And the elevator.
You know, the teachers haven't really seen
In the
the
hallway.
pictures
The
that
elevator.
Herman has taken.
I've heard about them.
Well, Herman called me
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
And he said, you stand on the bridge, remember this? Stand on the bridge, get ready to take a picture. And when I looked down, there was Herman on the back of a toad, swimming across the water, and what was strapped onto his back? His camera. And I got that picture, and then he took a picture from the ground. I took a picture from where I was standing so we could see the difference. And then he went down into Mouse Town, showed us the picture from inside the hole, and then from inside the town.
So it would be really interesting, I think, for us to look at what pictures Jay took from his height and what pictures you took, and some of you I know were pointing down, and so was Jay, and what pictures Herman took, and see if we could figure out what they had in common, or what was different, or what we might be able to figure out about Mousetown. It might be really interesting to do that.
That could be.
What do you all
very
think? Do you think that would be a good idea to look at
Yes!
See if we could put something together on that.
I like that
I
idea.
think that Mousetown has like, you know how sometimes there's like, I think Mousetown like has a tunnel that just goes straight, like 2 tunnels, and then it starts going
Mike.
this way.
Have I ever been in Mousetown?
No!
Why not?
Because you're too big.
I'm just too big. We'll talk some more about this, okay? I promise you.
Bye,
And,
Jay.
like I said, it might lead to finding out what other things live underground.
And you might have to,
There's a lot of life under
Worms
the
live
dirt.
underground.
Sorry?
Worms live underground.
For sure. They
And
live under
groundhogs.
groundhogs.
Me and Rick found 6 worms yesterday. You know what? So people might not be able to fit in Mousetown.
You don't think so?
And Trent is really small.
That's
It
why we have to
is.
look at the pictures.
So it's a difference in size, that's for sure. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Jay's got to go.